We should just do this live where what? We just unexpectedly make a loud sex noises.
Whoa!
Just so that whoever is unfortunate enough to be here while we're queuing up, their roommate suddenly thinks that they're watching porn or whatever.
Yeah. What is wrong with you? No, I'm just kidding. I love it.
So when I was in college and very Christian to the extent that I would have been really embarrassed about somebody walking in on me watching porn.
Yeah.
I was watching this YouTube video. It was like a college humor or a dropout, I guess is what it's called now. College humor video. And the premise of the video was like if girl gamers bullied boy gamers for being boys, the way that girl gamers get bullied for being girls, right? So there's like, it's a lobby, there's like 3 girls, and then one boy pops in and they're like, oh man, it's a boy, right? And then they just bully the shit out of him. And my roommate walked in on me in the middle of that video at a part where one of the girls was like, I'm gonna rape your dad. And she goes,
Yeah.
eat my bean, dick waters.
I love that.
I was like, oh my god, it's not what it looks like.
I love that. I love that journey for you
Yeah, it was
that
great.
you took.
Hey fellas, I took 2,000 IUs of vitamin D.
Oh shit!
And
Over the
bong
break?
rip and bong rip during the break. So I'm ready to go, fellas.
Are you floating?
I'm not floating. I don't want to talk about it, Bob. Really waiting for that.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Shelf Importance.
That was the worst segue in a journey of awkward segues.
It's called a journey of bad segues. It's
Bad
supposed to
segues.
be bad.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the
I mean
new,
it was
that's
it
the new
was
thing.
it was on point. What's
That's the new
this that I'm looking at?
This is the Dark Pack Agreement.
Oh,
Hey, take time to read it. It's
you
got
guys-
everything that we need. It is our creed.
are you guys
like-
worried
Like my
That-
common-esque spoken word.
Praise
that
be.
this dark pack could actually be a dark pact, and that by showing this on the screen that we may be secretly contributing to the demonic energy that rules this world?
I'm not concerned by that. I am energized by that.
Oh man, I want to spend all our time talking about K-pop Demon Hunters and the Christian response article that I sent to you guys about it, but I don't think anybody else
They
wants to be
demonize
traumatized by
everything they don't like or that they can't do.
Oh, I loved it so much. Let's. Oh, you can touch the wild beast. Everybody watch out. It's a werewolf. She's 9 feet tall.
I'm just like, they would have never even known to look at that movie if it didn't have demon in the title.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
the
don't know,
only
man.
reason they did that.
Dude,
And
Demons!
to be relevant, anything that hits a certain level of popularity, they have to shit on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to.
It's in Galatians, I think. That's a command by Paul.
What?
Thou
Shit
shalt
on-
pull
shit
down
on
your
popular-
pants and shit
Shit
without
on it.
hesitance.
Yeah. On anything you choose.
Yeah. See, we're talking
All right.
about them. So
I'm gonna do a quick die roll to see what kind of music Father Scab listens to.
ooh,
while you're doing that, I do have to confess, I did go looking for specifically an article with a Christian freak out about the K-pop Demon Hunters movie because I really wanted to get some like Midwestern Nebraska mom's take on
Yeah.
whether on the song Your Idol. That's what I really wanted, and I found that article. So I'm not sure how legitimate the actual pushback
What about
of this
you're my
movie with the
soda pop?
Christian.
You're my soda pop pop.
Yeah, that one's really good.
I saw the trailer. All I've seen is the trailer. I do like the popcorn eyes.
Oh my
I think
god,
that's fun.
you've got to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. It's so fucking good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Highly recommend. Becky and I became instant evangelists for it because we're insufferable people.
It is very popular right now.
So
I'm so glad to hear it. It makes me feel like I have excellent taste.
does it have K-pop groups in it?
Fake K-pop.
So
Right.
so nothing.
I
I'm
think
quite
they have
connoisseur on K-pop right now because Claire is into that.
Oh, she would love that movie.
You think? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Dude, and the
Her,
movie.
her favorite is Stray Kids, specifically Lino from the Stray Kids.
Oh yeah, dude.
So-
It's real good.
All the guys look like girls. She's gonna love it.
Oh yeah.
Some friends of mine just went and saw Stray Kids in concert. Like,
We're at Chicago.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Claire was there.
Can-
Yeah.
There was there.
Can-
Oh.
Can we run into a K-pop werewolf band?
Do you want to?
Yes, I do.
And let's dance fight them.
I could throw anything you guys want.
I don't know what I'm saying.
We can make it happen.
Yeah.
I think the Dark Pack's been up long enough, and I don't think I
Yeah.
have to say shit about it. It doesn't say I have to say shit. It just says you don't own this shit,
Hey,
but
they
we
can-
give you the right to use this
Darkness works
shit, as long as
Hey,
you put
Pete.
this shit up.
in
They can
artwork
pause.
as well as
Yeah.
Yeah, personally, I think I should be able to flash. I think I should be able to one frame it.
non-sub-licensable.
I don't see anything about how long it has to be up.
Comps.
Let's not rock the boat. Let's give them time.
This
to
is
read
longer than we've had it up ever.
Maybe ever. Well, didn't
At
we
this
kind of
point,
start
it
the
keeps
game
them
and
in a
forget to
gag.
switch one week? Oh,
What was that?
boy. I said, didn't we start playing and forget to take this down on
No.
like week 1 or something? I thought.
I don't think so.
Whatever. Fuck you.
Quality content. Wait, Dark Pack. Why are there wolves? Aren't we?
I was
We're not
muted,
around
but
wolves.
yes.
We are vampires.
Well, this is the world of darkness. They have more than the game Vampire. They have vampire. They have werewolf. They have hunter. They have changeling.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
fuck
They have,
boy.
they have the entire world of darkness that you can role play. It's pretty interesting stuff.
Do those worlds ever
We can
cross over?
encounter Agaru. Yeah, they frequently do.
What about leprechauns?
everything?
Christoph
Everything from every one of the World of Darkness IPs are in the same world.
Fuck.
So we could run into a
Fairy.
Christo-fascist. Fairies?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are we not playing the fairy game?
Yeah. Hey,
And
Rod.
that-
You can run into whatever
Oh.
you want, man.
Quick side note. Michelle just read Verity.
Yeah.
oh, that's
Yeah?
a damn shame.
Yeah. I think she liked it. Yeah.
Good.
Did it make her
We
want
haven't-
to boink you?
Were we biting
Well,
headboards?
She met me at the door in a strange position. Let me say that.
All right. Was she role playing being in a coma?
Oh god.
Yeah, I may have.
You got to read it to
violated
get
a
the
law.
joke, people. Come on, I'm not a monster. Okay. Turns out, by the way, Father Scab listens to Future Pop.
Nice.
I don't
love
see
that
why
for
not.
him. It
Sounds like a good
really
guy.
fits his vibe overall.
All right.
Well, I mean, if he's been around as long as he's been, he's probably heard every other genre of music. So
Yeah,
why not
this is what he
head
likes right
feature?
now. Okay.
So I can spend blood on my attributes, right? That's what I can buff.
are you talking
Not
about
my
leveling up?
skills.
You want to talk shop before we get
No,
going? Yeah.
you were talking about we need to use our blood. It's to buff our attributes. You said the top 3 sections: the physical, social, mental. I can't buff my skills.
That's correct. Okay, so you're enhancing the things that you can enhance about yourself, right? The things that like your body naturally has and controls. You're just making them a little bit better, right? But you're not increasing like
So, like your
knowledge,
biological.
knowledge of woodworking. But you can increase your ability to snap a piece of wood in half or pick up a heavier piece of wood to woodwork it. You know what I mean? That's kind of the difference between attributes and skills is
Right. Okay. Okay.
honestly not your best analogy.
But I don't do.
What
I
was
don't
wrong?
do
What
a.
was wrong? What was wrong with it? Woodworking is not an attribute.
Okay,
No,
hang
it was,
on.
It was
So-
off the. It was off the cuff, but it wasn't bad.
So help me understand this, okay?
Keeping it real with you.
I have, if I want to steal something, I'm gonna do a larceny check. I'm not gonna do a stamina, dexterity, or strength, right? Maybe dexterity.
You're misremembering here. Okay, so you almost never do just a single skill check.
right.
We combine a skill and an attribute to form a dice roll.
Okay.
So I'll say something like sometimes they're like 2 attributes, wits plus resolve, that kind of stuff. But for like stealing, I would say dexterity plus larceny.
right. Okay.
So you're getting the benefit of it from the dexterity, from boosting your dex.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But you gotta understand that
I'm gonna try and not just hide tonight.
Good. I mean, but understand how powerful using the blood is here. Okay, you're not just adding to a dice pool. As you bump those numbers up, you're increasing your ability in that area. So, like right now, the character I have up has a dexterity of 3. Right.
Yeah.
Your agility is impressive, and your coordination is as good as any trained amateur.
Right.
If I bump him to a 5 with a blood surge, your movements are liquid and hypnotic, almost superhuman.
Yeah.
Right. A strength of 5. If you have a 3 and you bust to a 5, you're truly a powerhouse and can likely break open a metal fire door, tear open a chain link fence, or snap a chain gate.
But
You can throw a motorcycle. You know.
But I can only. So I tried to look up some discussion on this. So someone said a 10th gen. Are we 10th gen?
You're 13 or 12. Yeah.
I thought we were 13.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
10th
So
gens
someone
are
was
gonna be
given
really
an example.
powerful.
They said a 10th gen can only spend 1 blood point to buff a physical attribute each turn. And that increase will last for the entire scene. So over 3 turns, you could buff each physical attribute by 1, or you could raise an attribute by 1 and another by 2, or just focus on 1 and raise it by 3. So that'd be 3 turns, though.
How old is that post?
A year.
It could be outdated. Let me see. So
Yeah.
blood search here. Let's give you a read. Remember, Dark Pack is still on screen, so I can read direct from the book.
Yeah.
Any vampire can call upon their blood to temporarily augment their ability. Okay, I already read that. The number of dice a blood surge adds depends on the character's blood potency. Characters can only use blood surge once per roll. A blood surge requires a rouse check. Blood surge applies only to a single roll of the dice. Dice added in a blood surge remain through any willpower rerolls. Characters cannot use the blood surge for willpower or humanity rolls, for rolls that apply to more than one scene, in one roll combat, or when else the storyteller disallows it.
So can we walk through an example? Like say there's a guy walking down the street and I want to pick his pocket. Okay, right?
Yeah, I set the scene for you, and
Yeah.
and he's very aware. Okay, so you know it's going to be, and he's got tight jeans on. Okay, it's going to be a little more difficult. So it's going to be more difficult than you typically are used to. That's a
Right.
situation you might want to make sure you want to make sure that you're better at it.
Okay, so mechanically, can we go through this real quick? Because I
Yeah.
want to know how to do it.
Yep.
So, okay, I recognize it's going to be difficult. I have a larceny of 2. I've got only a dexterity of 1. So I'd want to boost my dexterity, right?
Yep.
But I get 1 chance. I don't get 3 turns to pick his pocket. I'm not just like, giving him a handy, right? I want to be be smooth about this.
That's going to be a manipulation roll.
Let's get more into let's get more into difficulty here, or into mechanics of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So which we try to go a little more smoothly for this in game, but since you're asking.
Right. I
Larceny,
want to be ready. I don't want to do this in game. I want to understand it before.
Larceny of 1, your larceny skills are going to be, you can pick a simple lock or a careless pocket. He's not careless. 2, you can hotwire a car or shoplift with ease. So you're pretty good.
Shoplifting is not on a person's body.
Right. So we'll say you're pretty good at it. But the situation is a little more challenging than usual.
Yeah.
So then the other variable is my difficulty of action chart.
Okay.
Which I typically just do this on the cuff, right? Off the cuff.
Yeah.
But I would say It is not quite routine. It's certainly not nearly impossible. It's not even challenging. I would say moderate.
Okay.
So I would go through all that in my head, and I would say like, okay, you need 3 successes. I almost never change the number that you need to succeed. Just change how many successes you need, right?
Okay.
So you need 3 successes.
So if I say I want to,
As of right now, you have a dice pool of 3,
right?
because you have 1 dexterity and 2 larceny.
Oh, that's telling me how many dice I'm going to roll.
Yeah, you have it forms your dice pool. So you have a total of 3.
All right.
You'd have to hit a success on all 3 of those to successfully pick the pocket at this point.
Yeah, that's
So you might say, okay, I'm going to blood surge. Now you're rolling 5 dice, and you're more dexterous. So I could even knock it down to 2 successes now. So now you're rolling 5 dice.
You said I'd have to roll a
success is just an
hunger or what was it? There
you
was
need
some
to do
negative
arouse.
thing. Arouse.
Hey, are you aware that the dark pack is still up?
See, I told you. It stays up for a comically long time.
Beautiful. I love it.
There we go.
Okay.
That's your job from henceforth.
To get the dark pack off the screen?
To get the dark pack the fuck off the screen. Yeah.
So first I would have to do a rouse check. Right?
Oh, well, you're going to get it regardless. You are going to get a blood surge. The rouse check is only determining if you're going to add hunger or not.
Right. So
Right.
if I do rouse check and if I roll it and it says success is 0, all right, so that's going to increase my hunger.
Yeah, but I guess you do have to do that first though, because if you do it and then it like causes you to frenzy,
right?
Then we'll have a lot of fun. Bob knows this.
Yeah.
But then you'll roll your 5 dice.
Okay, and I can just roll shit right now. It's not going to impact anything, right?
That's correct. I wouldn't like add hungers or anything.
No. So if I go, I'd have to click on dexterity and larceny, and then what do I do then?
Okay, now in your dice pool pop up on the left bottom left.
Yeah.
Add 2 regular dice.
Oh, 1, 2. Oh, okay. They show us custom. Okay. All right. And then I hit roll. 5 successes. I pick his pocket, and I think he's cute. I leave him my phone number.
Okay.
There we go.
It was a condom you pulled out, and it was broken.
It has Spoo on it.
Oh no!
Hey, we said
if
we were gonna write Spoo into the storyline this week.
If you think he's cute, this is your chance to lock him down.
That's true. All right, so here was
cool.
the question I was going to ask before we got, or just kind of the vibe check I was going to get before we went live, and now we're live. Okay, this isn't typically a game where you have a big epic battle every time. We do that a lot, I've done that a lot so far because it's easier to learn the game.
Okay.
But is anybody going to be disappointed if we don't have some kind of physical altercation pretty frequently?
No, because my character right now is not a physically. I'm supposed to be more of a smooth talker. So
Yeah. Ken's about to smooth talk
see.
himself into a whole bunch of but can I use manipulate?
Yeah, but exactly. And keep this in mind too. I'm like there as far as like social engagements go, and mental altercations and stuff, I suppose, between us, it's 3 against 1 on me. And I've got no
Let's kick his ass.
yeah, I've got like nothing set in stone for any of these people. So you can actually convince me of things and change my mind or outsmart me, and I'm totally fine with that because they're just characters, right? So I mean, do that, and then it changes where our story goes. So we haven't done a lot of that yet, but we can begin to introduce more of it and utilize that part of the game, or explore that part of the game, I guess. Man, I gotta say, the future pop's a little bit, a little distracting, Father Scab, for this kind of game. But that's what he likes.
what
Can I get
ChatGPT
some
said.
ecclesiastical chanting, please?
Yeah, no doubt. Where is it? Where is that at? I feel like I'm gonna have
Is
to
that
start.
a thing?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have not on here.
Oh.
I do feel like I'm gonna start paying for Soundstripe again though to make this what it really should be. But we'll see.
As long as it's not just randomly breaking into static for hours at a time.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Probably
That was
move
wild.
forward.
Man. All right.
Yes.
Welcome to Shelf Importance.
Ashtrays of Heaven.
Comedy Book Club podcast.
Yeah, where did you had it used to be the Comedy Book Club podcast that blends sensibility with vulgarity, and you had something new for us: sucks, fucks, and cucks. What was it? It wasn't great, but it was accurate. I feel
something about ducks in there.
yeah,
as
something
well.
like that. But it was currently we're taking a summer hiatus from discussing a common book club book. I didn't want to say taking a break from reading. I know a few of us still,
I'm still
do that.
reading.
Not me.
But yeah,
I'm on more
you're
of
the
the
one I
next
figured.
novels.
But we are taking a hiatus from the book club for the summer, or more like a vacation, to do a little role-playing game, tabletop role-playing game. We're playing. Oh, my name's covering it up now.
and by the way, we're not just taking a break and doing this. That we are the
Vampire
premier
Great.
Vampire the Masquerade podcast
Oh,
book
I need to
club
get a little
Twitch
light in
stream
front of
that
this
I
one
know
way.
of. I don't know of any other Vampire the Masquerade
That's
stream
dope, man.
that's bigger than
You're gonna
ours,
catch your house on fire.
because I don't know of any other ones because I haven't done any homework.
It's fucking dope.
I think
Hell
I'll do-
yeah!
Mm.
Do you
Yeah,
think
I don't
that
think
that
I will since I
lady-
don't drink anymore, but I think I would have if I think if I were drinking still, I would get really drunk up here, catch this attic on fire, and fall down the attic stairs.
Story for the ages.
What do you have it in a skull? A 3D printed skull?
No, it's ceramic
Oh, dope.
candle holder.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
even
That'd make a
anatomically
nice
correct,
jock
looks like.
strap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd make a nice jock strap.
think
Trust
of it
that I will have a
hard
little
and
light.
cold.
I'll have a light aimed at that next week.
Scott Tap? What was that?
Scott Stapp.
Are you're getting ready? You're getting ready for Halloween. I see a pumpkin up there.
Ooh, yeah.
You're getting
Is
ready.
that-
You're
that
Costco
one,
right
yeah.
now. Costco's got their Halloween decorations out.
Yeah.
Already?
See this guy?
It's gonna be here before you know it, man. Dude, 2 months. Yeah,
See this guy?
Ooh, there.
yeah.
They're
2
actually-
months,
they're
man. I'm
permanent
gonna be
decor.
getting ready for spoopy season.
Yeah, dude. I can't wait. Summer can suck my ass.
Heard that.
All right. Well, we're playing Vampire the Masquerade. We already showed you the dark pack. It is what it is. This is episode. This is session 3 of the story, the Ashtrays of Heaven, in the Chronicle First Blood. It's everyone. It's the 2/3 of the crew here. It's their first time, or I guess half of the crew, if you include me. Half the crew here. It's their first time playing the game. Bob, it's his first time playing an RPG in general.
Yep.
Which it's been a trip.
It has been a trip.
It's his first time, and he's already cracked someone's skull open and drank the viscera from their head like a goblet.
Like a
And he
push,
sque-
like
and
a
he-
push
and he
pop.
and he
Killed
squeezed
a
him out like a push
friendly.
pop, like a
Killed a
Flintstones
friendly.
put registration.
The frenzy
trademark.
takes you sometimes, and
Yeah,
that
but he
happens.
wrote it himself. I didn't make him do that. He rode the wave and acted it
I
out,
did.
which I
That's
like
great.
a lot.
And that's
Okay.
why Bob has 70 experience points to spend.
That's right. At the end of the last session 2, you had just come from the battle in the streets outside of the Union 86, where you encountered Agent Kim and some of her Second Inquisition militia, and they had taken off. You were saved by the Nosferatu from the Warren beneath the streets in the old abandoned subway lines of Indianapolis.
Yes.
And yes, everybody knows about the old abandoned Indianapolis subway. Alternate universe, people. You emerged from the subway tunnel. You were led there by Twitch. He's the Nosferatu guide that showed you the video of Jan Van de Heck,
Mhm.
Bob's
Yes, indeed.
Bob Van de Heck's twin brother, who's been He was captive by the SI and turned forcibly into a vampire. And he freaks out, and he is that correct? I got that right?
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Apparently. I think what we knew was that he didn't used to be a vampire and he is now, but I don't know that we had an attribution for who's doing that to people.
And I don't know either.
Yeah.
Because that was the new thing. It's like, oh, why are they forcing people to be vampires?
Don't worry, the three of us will forget very soon.
As will I. And then one of you'll have to watch, and you'll get some free experience points. I think you're going to start forgetting on purpose and looking that stuff up for me. Okay, the air down here is moist and thick. In this room here, where you met Father Scab, there's a lot of candle, wax smoke of different. What you got for me?
There's a lot of antiques and a general ambiance of future pop.
yeah, and I was insane, and you're caught off guard.
Scab is just a walking contradiction.
You're caught off guard by the juxtaposition of the music and the vibe in the area of being the future pop emanating from this a new speaker, but connected to an old manual iPod before any sort of internet connection. You don't see anything in the room that has any kind of wired internet connectivity.
There's 400 bats hanging from the ceiling, and they're all swaying in time to the future pop.
And I am waiting for Master Splinter to walk through that back door.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kenneth. I talked to
Hey, I don't mind.
Exposition.
Hey, I don't mind at all. I'm just setting the scene.
Hell yeah.
The image before you becomes the scene.
Pretty unnerved from the weird cryptic message that the Dr. Scab was giving us, which was something to the effect of like, the blood is weak and the sewers are full of poo.
That's basically what he said, right?
Something like that.
Do you want to know what he said? I told Ken earlier, and I got some points for it. I'll tell you.
Not everything is as it seems. The flames burn within. My bats have seen it all. Sorry. Stole your thunder.
That's it. My session 3 notes.
All right. So he just said that. Carry on the scene.
Yeah.
And scene.
Oh, hello. Now wait a second. Hang on. Now I don't mean no disrespect, Daddy, but you gotta understand. I was under the impression that we were coming down here to like get a mission. Like, and you just, and this is supposed to, I know it sounds like I got main character syndrome here, but like, this is supposed to be like the start of a quest, and you just said like some weird bullshit. Well, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I'm a little confused.
Father Scab's back is to you, and he's kind of hunched over a typewriter in a decrepit old chair, right?
Yeah.
And the bats are like kind of keep leaning in close to his ears and looking back at you and leaning in. And they're always coming and landing on him and flying away, right? And the whole air about them is creepy. And he as you're speaking, he just kind of interrupts. He's like, oh, I forget my voice for him. Was it kind of
It was
a kind of Donald Duck?
No, it was RFK Jr. Is where we
that's what it was.
Okay, that's right. Okay, that's right. You're right. Okay, Twitch, come to me. Your eyes are still soft. Hold me. And Twitch comes over, like walks over to him, and like holds his head up against Father Scab's head, and like starts to kind of like stroke the top of his head, which is bald and kind of like obviously scabby, and picks a piece of his scab off and eats it. And then just continues to, and you can kind of hear like a sigh of relief from Father Scab, like it pains him, and he gets a little bit of release from that stuff being taken away from him.
I'm sorry. Father Scab eats scabs.
No.
He has it. No.
Twitch
peels them off and eats them while he like rubs on his head, and then he says to you, he goes,
I turned to the other guys. I'm like, you used to that eventually.
Otis, you come to me. I want to make him serious, but now Otis, you come to me. You come to me already dying inside. Tell me, what part of you thinks itself still alive?
I don't. Is this some sort of like riddle? I don't know, Daddy.
Otis, soft
Oh yeah.
eyes do not last here long.
Yes, and the sun will shine on the outside and inside.
Your friends Bob and Corvin, do you feel they can be trusted?
Now that's more like a straight question. I love that. Let's more of that, please. Yeah,
Why did you hesitate?
I'm sorry. This is it's a AB conversation. Don't embarrass me in front of Daddy.
Can I go look at books while this is going on?
Wait a second. Father Scab's deal is that he has a telepathic link to all of his bats, right?
Yeah.
Does he in any way have a telepath? Like, could we have a little private like mind meld conversation so that
It's through his animalism.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I like it doggy style if that makes any difference.
Given or receiving, I don't mind.
Yeah, no, they can they be trusted? Yeah, I don't listen, these two fellers. I don't think there's any ambition in either of these guys. That it's not, they don't even like, I don't know why they would have the energy to betray us. You know what I mean? They're all right.
Tell me, Corvin, what do you seek?
Oh, thank God.
In general, I'm looking for my sire. Sir, I am looking for Clarissa Morningstar. But I'm here to help. I'm here to help my resident, Otis.
You are here for answers.
Yes. Well, I mean, if you have some, sir, please.
Answers I can give, but answers grow and answers breed hunger. Do you hate your sire?
Oh, yeah. Quite a bit.
Be careful, Corvin. Hatred sharpens the chains as easily as it breaks them. I feel you all dissatisfied.
Oh, no.
Do you have trouble reading between the lines?
Oh, yeah.
Especially Otis.
He starts to kind of try to reach for his back, and Twitch goes, no, master, please, I'll get it. And he lifts up the back of his robe. He's just like, he basically looks like what you imagined a leprous person in the Bible looked like when you read that for the first time. and so he's totally exposed here, this saggy old ass, and all the scabs and scars everywhere. And he's picking all those scabs off, and one by one, just like little tater chips.
Can I go into the corner and fucking vomit? Do I have to roll for that?
Can we get back to where we're like just drinking people's blood out of their skulls, please?
Hey, you don't like this? You don't like the
I want liquid blood is what I want. I like the scabby, crunchy stuff.
So Mr. Scab, it does sound like you know something about Clarissa.
I know many secrets. I know many dealings. I've been around for centuries. But every secret comes with a cost. Blood remembers even when we beg it to forget.
Every drop carries the weight of 100 hungers, your sires, your grandsires, and the beast that waits at the end of all lineage.
Okay.
Can't wait to go back and rewatch this and take my notes later.
And do I try to figure all this shit out? Take notes.
Yeah. I'm sure he is much more powerful than I am, but I'm gonna try and compel him to just be straight and not talk in riddles.
How so?
I'm
Just
gonna
regular
say-
words? Or are you trying to discipline? What are you going with?
I am going to use my dominate ability,
Oh, good move.
compel,
God, Corvin, be cool. Be cool.
and I'm not gonna be mean. I just want to. So I'm gonna. Did you say he has his back turned to us?
He does, and he doesn't have eyes.
Oh god. Well, never mind. I'm not doing that. I have to make eye contact.
Oh,
Uh,
look at the bats. Actually, don't do that.
Okay, he reaches down and touches the ground. Then inhales kind of deep and sickly, like he's getting a it looks like when you see somebody get like a revelation or like a vision in a movie, he does that kind of thing. Head whips up towards the sky, right?
Okay.
He goes,
Oh,
I sense a trouble coming for you and a hard decision in the roads ahead
okay.
that fork this way and that way. How you choose will guide your destiny.
Okay.
So, Daddy, is there something you like needed me for, or like, you just wanted to say hi?
this could have been an email.
I mean, Bobby, cool man. I'm saying it's like you went to like a lot of work to get me down here. It just seems like if you need I want to make sure that like I'm doing what I need to be doing because I'm part of the church and all that or whatever. And
Much will come to you in time, Otis.
Oh, tight. Okay.
And I want you and your coterie to be prepared.
Oh,
I ask in exchange for what I can offer you.
Okay.
3 things.
Oh,
One from each of you.
a lock up.
It is
your
for
hair.
you. It is for you to choose who gives me which. I need a name, a vial of blood, and a promise to deliver a message to the Blood Rex.
Oh, Bob will do that one.
To the blood what?
Bob's on that. The blood wreck.
The Blood Rex. It's the biker crew.
Yeah.
The Brewhall biker crew.
Do I still have that blood? Did I ever have a blood vial from when we met with my friend? No. Okay. Because I could say, oh well, here's one of 3.
I'll give him a vial of my blood.
That's easy.
Is that what he's
Oh,
looking for?
Okay, he kind of waves his hand off. Twitch skitters off and grabs a dirty old glass
Hypo.
vial.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like
He comes and hands it to you. Yeah.
I bite my wrists and squeeze a little blood into it.
Can I?
Okay. Make just do a rouse check.
Okay.
Can I do a real quick search through my memory to figure out how bad of an idea that is?
Rouse. So it says 0 successes.
Okay, so take a hunger. Yeah, there's a lot of power in having another vampire's blood, specifically in the realm of like blood sorcery.
Yeah, but he didn't even say it had to be like our blood, right?
Yeah. It's implied.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, tight.
I would
I
have
would-
I would have clarified if you would have offered another.
Well, in that case, I guess that leaves me with a name.
And this is
And-
I want someone that you care about or you care to protect.
Oh, are you gonna murder him?
Yeah.
Only if you betray your kind, Otis. I have no reason to think otherwise.
Well, listen, you can't have Dolly, and there ain't no way you're getting whiskey. So, what about Bob?
Oh, you care about me now?
What, the movie? Wow, let's go to your
Hang on.
relationship map.
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah.
no, guys, I got this one.
Dolly Parton.
No, guys, I got it covered. His name is Derek.
Your beloved,
Love-
roommate.
I was gonna ask.
Love
if
that
was-
guy. Love that guy, man. Damn. Yeah, hey, man, me and Derek, we a lot of good times with that guy. So yeah, he's super important to me.
All right, he turns around, and at this point you see there's just the black hollow holes in his head where he used to have eyes, right? And he does no route, no like shit, what's it called to make
Blush.
no blush or anything. He just like looks totally like a monster and totally accepts it, right? He smells bad. He's got the bats all over him.
You could
at least his robe is down now. He's constantly kind of leaking a little fluid from his eye holes.
Yeah,
He's a nasty little. He's a
Allergies.
nasty father
and he
dude.
has like a mask made out of other people's foreskins, right?
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah. Well, just their skin, right? It wasn't their foreskin, was it?
Pretty sure it's foreskins.
Jeez, what was I on?
No, it's their three skins, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's every member of his church
Three skins.
gives him a skin
Right.
offering, and
Oh
he
my
wears a
God.
mask. He wears that as a mask.
Gamer
It's a sign of unity, right?
Lena,
We-
thank you for your offerings. To tell you, there is a black vault beneath the prince's mansion, built long before his rule. What sleeps there could end him or you.
Is that what we would like to happen? Are we? I mean, I know you can't like say it out loud, but like you're kind of being like, hey, if you need to kill the prince, oh wink, you're gonna oh wink, and it'll be in. Is that what's happening here? My thing is, as an Nosferatu, we're all about knowledge, but like I like to actually like know shit and not like just
And loyalty.
weird feelings.
Is this the message we need to
Loyal.
give to the biker gang?
Always
There's a
loyalty's the thing. Okay.
In our church and in our clan, for centuries and millennia, we have remained loyal only to each other. We have in our lineage, we have learned that you cannot serve two masters successfully. And if you try to play both sides, it will doom someone in the end.
Yeah.
Be careful how you move forward, Otis.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, listen, this has been super fun, and I just really thank you for not letting us die up there. Can we? Anyway, I'll catch you later, and I'm start like just shuffling towards the door because I really hate talking to this guy.
Kind of moonwalking out of here.
Is that the message we need to give to the bikers? That there's a vault
Bob,
below the prince's
Bob,
mansion?
I understand you are the carrier of the message to the Blood Rex, as you were once a member of their clan.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. Clan was a poor choice of words. That you're currently a member of their clan.
Or once a member of their group.
Right.
Okay.
I need you to send a message
leave.
directly to Cass Blevins.
Cass Blevins. Okay.
Yeah, and you very very much know him as the leader of the gang. Okay.
Tell him that death comes to his door.
That's it.
You look like you're writing, so I was just slowing down and giving you a
Oh
minute.
yeah, I am.
That death comes to his door under false accusation from the Elysium.
How do you spell Elysium, Mr. Scab?
Elysium.
You guys keep calling him Mister. He is the father. You might be upset by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elysium.
That's why I call him Daddy.
I reach into my jacket and I pull out a lozenge for Father Scab.
I love that.
Legit. I can have him throw up on you as he tries to eat it.
Now, ask if take anything that you need to proceed, and Twitch will show you our safe exit.
Ooh,
Not to be
okay.
disclosed to anyone,
So what he
lest you bring danger upon us all.
pinky promise.
Hey Otis, what's gonna happen to Derek?
Oh, who?
I thought we
Should
gave
you-
him Derek's name.
Should you act in the
Oh,
path,
yeah.
should you follow the path straight forward, Otis shall go protected and unharmed. Shall you bring calamity upon your clan, so shall the clan bring calamity upon Derek.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, loyalty. You got me, brother. Yep, we're good. And then
Okay.
oh yeah, I guess we're waiting on.
So Twitch is giving us an out.
Yeah.
Yep,
I just
okay,
keep
here.
saying empty platitudes, just kind of like rambling. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just absolutely, we're you guys. No worries, but Daddy, anyway, catch you later.
All right. Hang tight. I was trying to replace this image and I got a spinny ball.
Oh, how dare. Ooh.
Come on, fix. Am I presenting correctly or fine to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is Class Blevins the leader of? What were they called?
Blood Rex.
Blood
Blood Rex. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I'm spinny balling on Chrome. I might have to cut it. I can't interact with anything. Oh, here we go.
Unforge.
Oh, now I know who to blame. Now that the music changed, it was the AI music trending. Okay, now let me get this image updated. And then we'll... Man, what the fuck? Well, maybe I can do it over here.
Oh,
Nice. Oh shit, we're in this again.
No, I was trying to. Oh man, it's being a real bitch. Something happened in my deal here, and it's not letting me like update shit anymore. Okay, so Twitch, he kind of twitches over and starts to lead you back out, down into the sewer tunnels or to the subway tunnels, and he gets to a section that's really crumbled in, and it just looks like it's like everything has collapsed down, like all the rocks and shit have collapsed down, but in fact you can walk and kind of squeeze behind some of the collapsed rocks, and there is a doorway back there, leads to a series of musty old tunnels that he leads you down and popping out into a manhole that comes up actually inside of an abandoned warehouse.
this warehouse?
No, not that one. That one's on fire.
Yeah.
I just
Well, I mean, I just
It could be
Foreshadowing.
foreshadowing. Yeah.
maybe I
Yeah.
can remove and add a new one.
I think you've done enough.
No, I mean it is actually, it is foreshadowing.
Oh, let's light this motherfucker up.
Or is it for lightning? Man, why can't I add a photo here? It's really gonna kill me if I can't get the photos in here that I want to. It like won't let me add an image anymore. I'm afraid if I like reload. What would happen if I kick myself and pop back in? What do you guys think will happen?
Hit F5 and
The
find
universe
out.
will implode.
Yeah, I think we've got to find out.
I bet it would stay live.
Let's try it.
Your session looks pretty active. So far, so good.
We're still
Gentlemen-
live.
Gentlemen, the ship is
How do you
ours.
know? How do you know?
Oh, damn it.
Did it work? Are we still live?
It says live 50 minutes.
Okay. Let me just check our streams real quick. This happens occasionally, to me, always.
While we're doing that, let's read some super chats, huh?
Did you guys see what I shared with you in the podcast logistics channel?
Yeah, that's awesome.
We have 69 followers now.
Nice.
We want no one else to follow
Really?
us.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to stay there.
Doors closed.
Nice, nice, nice.
This shrimp sock drawer is full.
The ship.
The sock drawer is full. What if we should only allow
Shrimpire is
69
only-
subs?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
we're the remnant.
If you want in,
the
you've
shimper
got to
y'all.
go find another shimp sock and get rid of them. And then you can join.
Okay, dudes. You're just what?
In-
You're not gonna
in
have the visuals for the rest of this one.
In my worldview, people are either born as part of the elect, who ultimately become part of the Shrimpire, or they are born part as reprobate, who do burn in hellfire forever. It's a real shame there's only 69 of us, but hey, look, we got the whole squad together, so let's do some vamping.
All right. So Twitch leads you out. Otis.
Oh!
I'm sorry, Otis.
Yeah.
You got to make sure. Just be careful with the prince, okay?
Oh yeah,
He's you know how he can be.
oh yeah, yep, I know. Believe me, nobody does diplomacy like old Otis Shagwell.
I don't exactly know why he wants to get so close to you and your coterie in particular, but it doesn't feel right.
Well, I'll tell you what, I sure hope he speaks in fewer riddles than the last guy we talked to.
Okay. So he descends back down into the subway. Cling, cling, cling. Brings the manhole down.
Yep.
And you guys stand here now in the empty warehouse. Not much going on here. There's just like some pallets. Obviously it's dark, or else you'd be dead.
Is it like right across the street from the Motel 69?
Well, you don't know where you're at exactly,
Okay.
because you've gone through the subway system a little bit, and then wound through some tunnels and such. Internally measuring, kind of keeping track of things. You can't be more than a mile away from the Union 86 right now.
Okay.
As that is where you went down.
Is there a clear exit for this building?
Multiple, yeah. Typical city warehouse style. You've got like really just one floor, but like 20 feet kind of high building, right? Inside, you've got a big set of garage doors out and to the side of you. You've got multiple like single door exits and like little like makeshift a little makeshift office space up by what you can probably consider as the front of like constructed walls. You've seen that kind of shit. And then also a side door, and likely some back doors past the area where it kind of turns into some storage with a little loft storage as well, and the restroom area.
Beautifully painted.
Thank you.
Um,
You've all been in this warehouse before. You know what it's like. I mean, in real life, you
In
guys
real
have all
life.
been in a warehouse just like this. We all have, right? You take all the equipment out and the presses, and this is what it looks like.
how many warehouses have you been in?
A
I don't
lot.
feel like most
Yeah.
people have been in a lot of warehouses.
I figure everyone.
I'm
I'm
not
looking
sure
at
that
the people I know here, and I figure you probably all have.
Yeah, there's no maze in this.
That's true. I've been in a warehouse.
There's no
yeah.
maze in this warehouse, is there?
Yeah, I
Fuck
think-
with warehouses.
Technically, Costco is a
There you go.
warehouse.
Yeah,
Isn't
Yeah.
it?
we've been in a warehouse.
Yeah.
Thought we might get there. I don't think that counts. It's not that kind of warehouse, at
Yeah.
least. It's an
Yeah, yeah.
abandoned Costco.
It's an abandoned Costco.
I would pick a door at random if there's not
Go.
one that's like clearly marked and head towards it, and I would listen at the door to see if there's hopefully a surreptitious way out. Yeah, like I want to make sure there's not like a crowd of people on the outside before I just open the thing. And while I'm doing that, I'm like, okay, fellas, quick recap just to make sure we're all on the same page. Seems like we're sort of at a dead end finding Corbin's friend that we need to find. It seems like we got a thing to deliver to the meat Rex, the blood Rex.
The blood
and
sex.
Blood sex. And it seems like we're supposed to go talk to the prince anyway for like seems like
Prince de la Croix.
yeah.
Prince of the LaCroix.
It was
He's-
French
he's
fry,
from,
Cajun de la
He's
Croix.
from New Orleans.
The Croy. He's from the
So
Croy.
does that seem reasonable, or you guys want to go back to like the Union 86 and just like stir some shit up?
There's no reason to go back to Union 86. Our Lady is dead.
And did we
Now, to be clear,
establish?
Yeah.
to be clear, you guys
And
could
the-
go to fucking Orlando if you wanted to. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
This
You
is just
guys
what's,
want to
this is
go
just-
to Disney World?
This is just what's before you now.
Yeah.
You know everything that happened in session 1 and 2. This is still the first night.
Yeah.
And we'll say you are. Speaking of it being the first night, I'd say you are roughly an hour from dawn.
Oh,
Let's pay attention to that a little bit. These nights don't last forever.
what guys?
So,
I think
can-
something bad happened to my car.
Oh,
Do
didn't
we
it?
have a way to get back right now? Because I look, guys. I am a fuck. What am I?
I'm a fuck boy.
Are there any vehicles
I
around
am
that I can break into?
a- Jesus Christ!
I am Jesus Christ.
I forget what type of vampire I am.
You are. It looks like you're a Tsamitsi.
Yeah, I do best at my place. Guys, I want to get back to.
You kind of have to, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
I gotta get back to my
And if it-
my place.
And
And
you
if we
you
don't have
both.
a car, and we've only got an hour.
Well,
Hey,
hey,
do
guys,
either of you
guess what?
have an occult of at least one?
What would that
That's a
be in
skill.
there?
Oh, cool.
I'm talking about to Bob and Otis.
No, I
I
don't.
think so.
I don't know
I
I
have a cult of one. Yes.
Okay, so you with an occult of one, you should know like the very basics of like most vampire clans. So you understand the importance
Okay.
of Corvin getting back. Bob probably maybe does not. It's reasonable if he doesn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
I look around for a car. We're outside of the warehouse now, right?
Are you?
Yeah, remember I have
And
larceny.
same. I'd like
Where
to
was it at?
hotwire a car.
Okay, yeah.
we're like many miles away. We're not close to our hotel, right?
So
we're, like,
we
downtown
we
area.
can try to paint the good image here. You're downtown Indy,
Yeah.
Okay.
and the old 69 or whatever you call it
Yeah.
Mhm.
is out off
Was
like, let's say what
465.
would be
Outside
like
of the loop,
Kentucky or
right?
something. Is that right? Is that the right street? Yeah, just past the loop.
Yeah.
Or a little enough past the loop that it's a roadside motel. So
Yeah.
maybe it's 15. What do you say? 10 to 15 miles out.
So we're not hoofing it, is what I'm hearing.
It's your spot, Corbin.
Right.
I don't want to prescribe that to you.
Yeah,
What do
at
you
least
think?
not
Somewhere
an
maybe
hour.
5 to 10 miles away from 69, or right
Yeah.
on it,
Yeah.
or right off. I mean, from 465.
We can also call it.
Oh, you mean from downtown?
Like say on 69, past 465.
Yeah.
How far would you say?
Oh, outside of the circle?
Yeah.
Let's say 5 miles.
Ken, I searched the area for a bird scooter.
Oh God.
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, vampires on birds. That's so funny. Yeah. They're definitely okay. So let me.
I don't
paint
think we
this
have
scene
any
for you.
money to pay for it.
Can you tell me guys which? I'm not sure if I know which direction you guys chose to exit.
Southwest.
Well, through like the what I called the front doors, the back door, the side door, the garage door.
I'm gonna say I would angle for a back door, and certainly a man door, not an overhead door.
Okay, so you like kind of make your way like down the little hallway, past the restrooms to the back door, which you can unlock obviously because you're inside.
Check for an alarm.
Open it up. Do you want to check for an alarm?
I like not like just
I don't want to waste time. There's not one. Okay,
just a
you open
fire
it.
alarm.
You want to check for a fire alarm, like potentially to trip it, not like a security alarm?
No, I just want to make sure we're just not going to set off an alarm when we walk.
You're not going to set off an alarm. Okay, so you open the back door and exit. You're in a standard downtown city block alleyway. So back here, there are no people. There are still puddles from when it was raining earlier. A porta potty with a person's feet hanging out of it. On the like laying out on the ground with the door kind of like it's kind of propped. The door is propped on them because they're obviously either like, you would assume they're just passed out, kind of a bum passed out there or something. And there's
really quick question.
Yeah.
We learned just a little bit about like what the prince's rules are about like new vampires feeding. In general, before we started this little adventure, right? Presumably, we've been living in this area for however long without, significant, like, generally, how do vampires eat, and what's the rules on just like grabbing people off the street and drinking them?
Sure. So you have to do it, right? That much is known, and then there's not a overarching rule aside from like the, let's say, vampire as a whole rule is to maintain the masquerade.
Okay.
Right. So if you're sloppy, if you're killing people left and right, you're going to risk exposing the masquerade, and you're probably going to get put a blood hunt on you, right? From the prince. Now, locally, the princes and the cities set their own rules, and that changes all the time just based on the power shifts, right? So you have your prince's rules, which are mostly your feeding should be within your domain, like locality. So this would be around the hotel, right? But it's understood that you may need to feed elsewhere. So you are not to kill a person, hospitalize a person, or leave any bite marks, which means you just lick the wounds at the end of feeding.
Cool.
And you shouldn't be feeding within another vampire's domain unless you absolutely have to.
Okay. I look longingly at this porta potty man because he looks like exactly my type. But since I don't absolutely have to, I think we can just we'll kind of continue by, or at least I will.
Yeah,
You're not going to eat?
I'm looking for a car.
Sure. Well, there's no cars back in the alley.
Okay, so continue on to a street.
Sure. Yeah. You walk down the street, and as you're coming out of the alley, you're also walking past a standalone kind of restaurant, not a very big place. Might be let's say like a brew pub kind of place. Then on the other side, a mechanic shop. Across the street, a 8-story tall apartment unit. So around that, you're at a section where there's metered parking. It's completely packed with cars. Then even beyond, on the other side of the apartment unit, there is a parking lot full of vehicles, and there are also bird and lime scooters available in abundance at the corner. Most of them knocked down and.
Okay.
Unruly.
Is the parking lot like gated? Like, is it gated? Can we walk into it and get out?
Yeah, it's not gated.
Okay.
And what was the actual state of our car? Was it like exploded? Was it
Pretty sure it was
drivable at all?
flipped upside down.
Yeah, it was messed up. But then it was flipped upside down. One door was attempted to be pulled off.
Yeah.
It was shot out a bunch,
And it was like
and
probably
then
also a
also
little bit.
and also the Nosferatu were instructed to make it look like an accident scene, so it also probably would have been taken away by now.
So we don't have to go deal with that. Great. Okay.
I will say I'm gonna wonder who that car was registered to and if that's gonna cause any issues.
You don't think the Nosferatu would have taken care
Well,
of that?
it wasn't for
I
us.
think it was my car, but I don't know what kind of. You know what? Look, I've got some.
Well, I can tell you who it was registered to.
Oh, you can.
Yeah. The absolutely only thing that makes sense, unless you want to come up with something else, it would be your retainer.
Mr. Tainer.
Must be Mr.
Mr.
Tainer.
Tainer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I think I can talk us out of any funny business.
We need to have him call the police and report it stolen in the morning. Wait, I mean, we need to have him call the police and report it stolen in the morning.
All right. I'm looking for just kind of a nondescript car.
We're gonna boost a car.
Yes.
Plenty of
Gotta
them.
get back. It's
yeah.
like 4 a.m. I assume that there's not really anybody around.
You know what?
No, traffic is super light. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a couple cars of people like going home late or getting to the gym early, that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
only what you typically expect in a city.
Sounds
at
to
that
me
time.
like we got a serial car thief in this city, fellas.
Right.
This
And
is,
it's
you know,
I'm just
us.
looking for a car.
Whatever
which one
you
is a
want
Kia
and-
Soul, from what I
Yeah.
understand.
whatever you want in the that would be available in the typical downtown apartment parking lot and street parking.
Okay.
You
Let's
just
get.
say what you want, it's there.
I want an old SUV. On like a
It's a lime green Kia Soul.
2010.
You got it. You've got a Ford Explorer.
It's a
Cool.
lime green Kia Soul.
All right.
Otis,
So-
this one.
I check to see if it's open.
It's
Is it
not.
unlocked? It's not unlocked. Okay.
I checked the Kia
so-
Soul to see if it's open.
You do
It's
as
not.
well.
God damn it!
Oh, if you want to just how about this? Do you want to just keep searching and or like grab? Are you wanting to grab a bunch and then
No.
see what's open? Because I can.
No. I'm gonna
Hey, I
jimmy this lock.
break into this Kia Soul. Oh, sorry. You go ahead. You got it.
I see. Because I'll make maybe like a Subaru be unlocked or something.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
No, nothing.
All right. So I'm gonna try and open it up.
But if you guys get in the Subaru, I'm gonna call this episode "Vampire Lesbians." Oh, what now?
I'm trying to open it up.
Yeah, do a dexterity plus larceny. Your dex is at what? 1, you said?
Dexterity plus larceny. Yeah.
Dex of
I
1.
fuck it. I'm gonna beast this thing. All right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna
blood surge.
I'm gonna blood surge it.
Okay, rouse your blood.
Rousing. Success.
All right. Success
Ah.
means you rolled nothing, right? Or you rolled an onk, right?
I rolled an onk. Yes.
Okay, good. And it actually says success when you roll that, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
Is
it
that
says
right? Okay.
success is 1.
All right, great. You're not getting extra hungry, so you're
Nice.
gonna
So
roll.
I add 2 regulars.
Yeah, to add 2 regulars, and this is gonna be for 2 successes needed.
Roll. Fuck. 0 success.
0 successes.
Hey.
Oh no!
Can I roll?
Hold on. Did you roll any? Hold on.
They're just 2
I've
dots.
got 3 larceny
They're
and
all
2
dots.
dexterity.
All dots. Okay.
Yeah. Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, that's no good.
Welcome to
Oh, I
playing
forget-
with Corvin. He is allergic to dice.
So
What is your larceny's skill?
2.
2?
It says I can. It says I can
All right,
hotwire
once.
with ease.
Oh, nice.
Did you have
I've
Did
got
you have any hunger dice?
I have no. I didn't roll any hunger dice, but I
No,
have 2 hunger.
Were any of the dice in your dice pool red?
Yes.
Those are hunger dice. Did any of them show a skull?
No.
Okay.
Just dots.
All right. Let me know if they ever do, guys. Those if
Okay.
your hunger dice shows a skull,
I have hunger.
then you have a bestial failure, and those are more fun.
Yes. Bestiality failure. Nice.
Bestiality failure. Okay, so I mean, nothing really to describe here. You go to hey guys, I've got this, right? And you just get out your credit card, I guess, and you try to swipe it open like a door latch.
Yeah.
That seems appropriate.
As that's
All right.
happening, Otis.
Do you want to re-roll?
Sure. Let's do it. What do I do?
You can do that with
Well,
a blood
hold on.
surge. I believe.
Okay. I blood surge again.
Yeah. And rouse.
So rouse again.
Yeah.
Boom. Success.
All right. So it actually like, oh fuck, I shouldn't use my credit card. I've got this lock picking set in here. And then you pop it open. Boom. Doors open.
Okay. All right.
While he
But-
was doing that, Otis does the same thing, but with the lime green Kia Soul.
It's lime green Kia Soul. Okay, make the roll.
Yeah.
Dexterity and larceny.
I have 4 dex and 3 larcenies. So.
You have 4 dexterity
you have 3
standard.
larceny?
I think
Well,
so.
you
Why
have
am I
4
doing
dexterity standard.
Yeah,
Dude, you
I
should be
have 3
kicking ass
larceny.
whenever we fight people.
I know.
Otis should know some sort of martial arts.
One critical success, 5 neutrals, and my red dice came up neutral as well.
What do we mean neutral? Like the
The dot.
yeah, that's okay. So the dots are failures, really.
Failures.
So what's your total? What's your total successes? It says
1?
1. Okay.
But it's
1 success. No, that you can't get
It's-
it open.
okay.
You need 2 crits to have a
Embarrassing.
critical effect. You roll 2 crits, they double those dice.
Okay.
So two critical dice rolls. I know this seems weird, but 1 critical die just adds a regular success.
Okay.
2 critical dice adds 4 successes.
Ooh. Love it.
Can I give the Kia
Go for it,
Soul a
man.
shot?
I'm like, God
I've
damn
got-
it, Bob! I got
I've
it
got
covered.
two- So,
I
but
don't got it covered.
so he wasn't okay. All right. So I've got 2 dexterity and 3 larceny.
Oh, it means you're much better at larceny. Okay, so you've got 2 successes needed.
Okay. So remind me what I
Click.
need to do.
You're clicking to make a dice roll. So you're clicking whatever it is to like the little dice icon
Right.
to add each one of those 2 things, and then
Right.
roll the dice.
So I just. Oh, God dang it! Hold on. So do I click them first?
So as you hover over your
dexterity. Oh, there
dexterity.
you go. Okay.
dice pool dots, you'll see a
Okay,
plus dice
there we go.
icon.
Right.
You click that, it'll
Okay,
add it to your
right,
dice
right.
pool in the bottom left.
So I've got 5 altogether.
Yeah. And then you click
That's
roll.
Right. Okay. And it said successes.
Okay,
3.
cool. You open up the Kia Soul.
Shit.
You guys both managed to crack open the vehicles.
Yeah.
We're all just
Okay.
driving our own.
So
No,
Well,
we're both
Otis and
in the
I
Kia
are in
Soul.
the
Otis,
lime green
Otis
Kia
is
Soul
standing
or whatever.
outside the driver's side door of the Kia Soul because he did not get his open.
Yeah.
So
All right,
Now I'm just
so
mad.
we need to start this
That's
thing
right.
then, right? So can we just re-roll for the same thing because it's under the same
That's right.
category, correct?
You're trying to hotwire, I imagine.
All right,
Okay.
right. So essentially, do the same thing that I just did.
How about you do this
Unless
for me? How about
Otis-
you roll? How about I roll? Here we go. This is your moment of
Okay.
possible luck and truth, right?
Okay.
the keys.
All right. There is a spare key fob in the center console of the Kia Soul.
So we're gonna take that.
No, don't take it. Just push the star button.
Right. Well. Okay. Does it
It
start?
starts up. Corbin, you hear the Kia Soul start up. It goes, ring.
It would be such good radio if we went to all this trouble and broke into this car, and he's like, it doesn't start. It just,
I mean, it's at a mechanic
it
shop,
sounds
right?
like the
So-
starter's broke.
Yeah.
Battery's dead.
All right, so I go to get in that car.
You ain't got no gas in
Okay,
it.
you get out of the Ford Explorer. You go get in the Kia Soul.
Yes.
All right.
Ain't got no
Let me-
gas.
let me
Dirty
just-
Mike and the
yeah.
boys.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna do a soup kitchen?
Who's driving? Otis or I thought I had like
We
driving
will
skills.
have sex in that
Car
Prius.
again. Okay, you're in the Kia Soul. You're in the lime green Kia Soul. Sorry, Bob, you're driving, correct? Otis, did you happen to?
I have 3 drives.
Otis, did you
so
hop
I
up
should,
in the
I
passenger
think.
seat?
No, I'm in the back seat.
Back seat?
driver's side.
Okay, Corvin, You're aware.
Backseat.
Windows up. Like a way, like a hook.
Turn on some tunes.
Wait, are we making pop show for us?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. In the passenger seat and the floor,
Gun.
there's just a lot of fast food trash.
Those.
Right. There's
Oh.
like a big swig, like half empty. All the ice is melted, like in the middle. Your senses tell you probably Mountain Dew, Baja Blast. In the back, there's just all kinds of junk. There's like a backpack. There's there's a lot of books, like college textbooks, scattered back there, and papers and things like that.
Hey, when do you guys see what's in
Oh,
that
it looks like
backpack?
it belongs to a dork. I'll open up the back.
I can't do
Yeah,
it.
sure.
I'm driving.
Oh, you're driving now. Okay, cool, good. Do you know where you're going? I mean, yeah, you sure? I'm sure you do. You live there.
And I suggest that we should like ditch this car and like walk less. No, I mean like not right now, but like we get like out of town. But like fellas, we stole this car. Okay, we stole this car. We don't want to park it right in front of our home. You feel me? So I'm just saying we just like maybe drive it off a bridge somewhere like a mile away from where we need to go.
That's fine.
Are there bridges in
Yeah.
Indianapolis?
On the way down there.
Yeah, one of those one of those tall
Yeah.
overpass.
Oh, the
Yeah.
ones over the White River or whatever that is. Is it the White
Yeah.
River?
All right, yeah, in the backpack, there's just typical school stuff. A TI-83 calculator.
Fuck yes. I take that.
There's an iPad Air.
I leave it.
Okay, can we
whatever you
keep
want.
that?
No, don't. No.
Okay, can I
No,
put that in
Bob,
my
God-
tools?
Yeah,
Stop.
add it to your tools. Hey, what's your intelligence level, Otis, and your wits?
Mine?
Your
Me?
character, not you, Blake.
Wits 3, intelligence 1.
I'll allow it. If your wits were much lower than that,
I'm
I was going to
wits
tell you to rein it in
3.
a little bit on being practical.
Okay, all right. So my wits are in intelligence
That's
are
fine.
3
Yeah,
and
yeah.
3.
You have
yeah.
heard of Find My
All right,
iPad.
so
I don't think he has. He doesn't
What
use
is
his
it? What is-
Android devices. I was trying to get
Bob,
him.
Bob,
So it's-
we can't take this iPad. It's not gonna work.
I will say too, as a Nosferatu,
Why not?
you'd be very keen to that as well.
It don't work like that. They listen. They got an app called Find My iPad, and when the person who owns this iPad pushes the button, it's gonna lock this thing down forever and tell them exactly where it is. So we should probably just like not have to find the iPad. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like
Blake, you're getting little text messages. I can see it on your watch.
having that. Oh yeah, like my new watch is $30. Wait,
Can
no, I'm
Can
beyond the fourth
I-
wall. I'm trapped.
Yep. So there's the iPad. You taking the iPad, Bob?
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I can like use a skill or something to turn that off.
No, you're gonna want to throw it out.
Like
You're gonna want to throw it out the
intelligence.
window.
I mean,
All right. There's also there's a little gray tag, like a keychain attached to the backpack. There is
are there keys on
no,
it?
it's just like a little gray keychain.
Let's just chuck the backpack. This can only be trouble.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the backpack is gonna. I do take the TI-83.
You Luddites, come on.
I
Ah,
don't
race
want to be
technology.
tracked.
Bob is TI-83.
Is it TI-83?
Oh, there's also a bag of weed in there.
Can that do anything for us?
No,
I say we get rid of
Derek smokes. Just
When we owe him a favor.
Yeah.
I mean, we might want to keep that as a bargaining chip.
Sure. Keep the weed.
What?
Sure, yeah. Wait, which part's the bargaining chip? The fact that we bartered with his life, or the fact that we have some weed?
We give it to him in compensation for that.
No. No, I mean, I meant like keep it as just like as part of our tools and stuff. So if we do need to use it as a bargaining chip down the road with a mortal,
Yeah.
we would have it.
Yeah,
Are we
so
allowed
you
to
want
do
to add
that?
a bag
dude.
of weed to our inventory. Yeah.
So I guess not the iPad. Who's
Chuck
going to
it.
carry that?
I'm overburdened.
I throw the iPad out the window.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Good.
Smash, boom, boom. Hits the ground.
It does a
Shatters.
Michael Bay explosion.
Solid-
Yeah, it
solid choice.
explodes,
Okay.
and
Bob gets
Hits the
burned
second
from
tower.
the UV rays coming off the explosion.
That iPad was a honeypot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, the iPads are gone. Fuck
Okay,
yeah.
so the iPad
Yeah,
is
it's-
gone.
it's-
Guys,
Sounds
why do
like-
you, hey guys, why do you make no progress in your sessions? You know how long we talked about keeping an iPad?
Yeah.
No, that's the fun of the game. Let's do it. And when you go back and
All right,
re-listen,
so
you're all
we-
going to hear the really horrible joke that I made about the iPad exploding because nobody heard it while I said it. and I'm
I
not gonna
heard
repeat
it. I just didn't.
It
I just didn't process
land.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we get back to, we get close. We need to drive this bitch off a cliff.
That guy.
All right.
I mean, we don't have to like drive it off a cliff. We can also just like. ditch
I
it
just want
now.
to. Did you do anything weird about your route or anything, or you just went,
Just
hit the loop and drove around?
I think we just went. We just
Okay.
went towards the place.
Bob, are you a pretty law-abiding driver? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say yes, because again, the goal is to not arouse suspicion, to maintain the masquerade. So, but I do have driving skills if I need
Gotcha.
to,
He's our
like
baby
evasive
driver.
driving. Yeah, I have won car chases, earning a cool reputation among the anarchs.
Ooh, that is cool. All right, maybe we'll save that for another time. Okay, so what are you guys doing? Explain what's happening with the car.
I thought we're driving
We're
back.
driving
Oh wait, we're gonna drive it off.
We gotta
I think
walk
we-
first,
right?
I think just ditch it. Right. The narrative I'm trying to set
Yeah.
up is like some people stole a car,
Yeah.
crashed it, stole another car, crashed it,
Yeah.
and then ran off.
Because we need like 20 minutes to walk back, so we gotta be like, we only had an hour.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be getting back.
Can we ditch it in like the woods so that it's not as visible?
We can also just
so
park it somewhere.
Yeah, just park it on the side of the road and let's go.
Let's take the license plates off too. By the way,
No,
Just
it
like-
doesn't matter.
Okay,
I'm gonna say it doesn't matter.
I'm trying to keep some time
storyteller
between the cop
interjection
finding
just
the-
real quick.
Yeah.
To think of all of your resources
Nah.
available to you.
I've got a Zippo
Like-
lighter and weed.
I don't
The
think I
person who
have it.
works for you.
Oh, Mr. Tainer.
Just don't forget that the guy is around and is helpful for this sort of thing.
Let's just drive back to my hotel and I'll have Mr. Tainer drive it back into town.
I just and park it in the same spot.
Yeah.
You
But
just
no
fucked-
iPad.
You just fucked that guy's iPad for no reason.
Yes. Yes. Let's do it.
I swore
You know
I
what?
put it in here.
Sometimes things just disappear. And
The news
this guy's
tomorrow-
iPad is just gonna disappear.
Why didn't we just have
The
him
news
come
tomorrow
and get
about
us?
the
Well,
fucking iPad.
Did we have a
He
cell
doesn't
phone?
work
I don't
at
think we
night.
had cell phones. And yeah, he would. I don't bother my dude, Mr. Tainer, off hours.
We'll just steal a car.
not
and have him
Alfred.
deal with it in the morning.
Remind me who's Mr. He's like the
Yeah, he's-
groundskeeper, right?
Yeah,
He's the hotel manager. Yeah.
Of the
Yeah,
right. Okay.
But he's also he's Corvin's retainer, which means he's his daytime presence, right? So he like
Yeah.
on the surface he is the manager of the hotel, but he will do anything that Corvin can't do in the daytime that needs to be done.
like return
business-
stolen cars.
Yeah, business dealings, make clean up messes,
Suck his
Yeah.
own dick.
get rid of bodies. Yeah,
Yeah.
he wants.
So he's a fixer.
Yeah.
So he's not
Alright,
just
so let's
an
just drive
employee,
back.
He's like
Yeah.
a
We're gonna
servant.
drive back. We're gonna leave a note for him.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go.
We're gonna
get
tell him
some
exactly
shut-eye.
where to go. He's gonna drive it back and hopefully get there before the owner of this car, who is in college and smokes a lot of weed and is not going to be out of bed before 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Just get
So
back.
he's gonna be missing his pot and his iPad.
Oh man, I can't wait to wake and bake tomorrow. Oh, what the hell?
All right, is that cool? We do that. Yep, and you're all going back to your own hotel rooms, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then Mr. Tainer has to ride a bird scooter back to.
He can Uber
Right.
back.
And it's only one bird
Yeah.
scooter, so the economics work out.
Yeah.
Right. So Otis, you're just thinking about the night. You're walking upstairs towards your apartment, and you hear gunshots happening inside of your apartment.
Jesus Christ.
But you pretty quickly just realize it's just Derek playing Call of Duty late at night.
Yeah.
And he's totally chief. You can smell the weed.
Hi, Derek.
Yeah, you walk in. He's like,
Awesome.
"Hey, what's going on, Otis, my guy?"
Got you something. And I toss him a bud.
Oh, dude, this is like, where did you get this nug at? I've only seen this on the campuses, bro.
Well, I mean, I got a guy.
Hey, you keep that guy, and you do whatever you got to do to keep that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Woo, man, Derek. I love these talks. But I just.
Oh yeah,
Night-
you're just getting off of work, bro.
yeah,
you
night
need to
shift
go
work
get some
really
bed.
got me tuckered out today, so I'm gonna go climb into that little pod that I sleep in because I'm a little neurotic. Anyway, night smoochies.
Oh, hey, you want me to go ahead and let Dolly out a little later in the morning before I head off to work, bro?
Do you mean whiskey? Because Dolly Parton.
I'm sorry, whiskey.
No, I got him.
Hey, all right, you have a good day nap, my guy.
Thanks, Derek. I let whiskey out real quick before we go to bed. Now that we've introduced this concept, I feel like I gotta let him out every time I come back, or else he's gonna shit on the floor.
That's right. Well, Derek takes care of whiskey while
Okay.
you're not around.
So, did we just give Derek the bag
No,
of weed?
I
nug.
pocketed a nug.
Okay, I don't know what a nug is. Sorry.
It's just
Okay, so I keep the bag of weed in my
you keep
inventory.
85% of the bag of weed in your inventory.
And you only have 12 slots in your inventory before you become over encumbered. I'm just kidding.
Really?
Sorry,
You
half
just-
speed.
I had to because you're using video game terms. It's in my inventory.
like-
When's the last time you talked to
Okay.
a person like, hey, do you happen to have a pin in your inventory?
So 85%.
I'll tell you what. I'm about to start talking like that.
Oh, what else did you take? Did you take the
That
whole
was it.
backpack or did you just leave everything?
You
No,
threw the goddamn iPad.
before returning the
window.
car, I even put the TI-83 back.
Okay.
But I wrote a little routine on there to do a little like quiz game to tell them which Harry Potter character he is.
Yeah. Okay. That's really good.
Yeah.
He's a Pufflepuff. Okay, everybody's going to bed now.
Yeah, take a nappy.
All right.
Did we ever do anything to clean up that horrific murder scene that we found?
I told him to do that.
Oh, Mr. Danger took care of it. Okay. Man,
that's
what a
That
guy.
took care of that.
That's Mr. Tanner's thing to take care of. Yes.
Clean
All right.
up room 9.
Everyone want to go a little further? Or do you want to stop here? How are you looking for tiredness in your sleep schedules?
I'm good for whatever.
My projected time, if we continue, would be 11 o'clock.
Look at you got.
I'm fine.
Look at
I
him.
don't care.
I don't care. That's fine.
And that's projected depending on what I think you're gonna do. So could be wrong. We can always pause. We don't have to finish an act every time.
We'll
So,
end on a
or
cliff.
scene every time. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's the next day.
Okay.
So you all awake and rouse the blood, please.
Yes.
Rouse it. Rouse check.
Otis is singing. In
No
the shower.
successes.
Ooh, add a hunger.
Damn it, I'm at 3 hunger.
Ooh.
Fuck.
That we just click roll, right?
Son of a bitch.
If you don't roll a success, you add a hunger. Everybody.
Fuck.
I do still have a
So
hunger.
to do a rouse check, you add a regular and a hunger.
Right, just click
That's
where it
it?
says roll on the rouse up top right.
Yeah.
Well, I did.
And on the bottom left, you should get a result.
And then
Instead of give results, like say successes.
it doesn't. It just
does.
says
Share your screen.
where.
So that-
where am I looking? Oh,
Yeah,
yep,
you got to
sorry,
skip
okay,
the
goddamn
box
it.
that says dice pool, which is
Yeah, okay, that's where I was looking. It says
Oh, add
0.
hunger.
So what does that mean?
ha.
So I've got 2 now.
Okay. Does anybody want to? Do people plan on employing the blush of life to go throughout their evening, or do you want to look and smell and feel like a
I
monster?
want to. I want
Okay.
to look alive.
I figure everybody probably does. Rouse the blood.
Rouse it again. Success.
Nice.
How do I clear this out so I'm not confused
Zero
about which one?
I don't know.
God damn it! So success is 0, and I have a black dice with a
That's
gray
fine.
dot.
That's just a standard. You didn't roll. That's just a not success.
Ha. Yeah, you
So
called it
add a hunger.
earlier.
He's hungry again.
I'm at.
Okay, it looks
afraid
like we're
he is.
actually. Our, looks
He
like our
is,
scene
we're
is.
all lively now.
Looks like our
right?
scene is going to be feeding.
We have.
It's
We
about
are all
time.
lively, but it costs some of us a little bit, right?
And it's
Yep.
that still doesn't suppress my stank, right?
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, not you. Not a Nosferatu. It's a
Oh.
Bane, right?
Got a Bane,
Oh.
baby.
Fuck. Where's that? Merits and flaws.
I let whiskey out to pee.
So what that is?
It's top, the very top, right, just to the left of your rouse check. You'll see your Bane.
Oh, I'm grounded. That's the. I need to be by my place.
Yeah. All right. So you are all awake. Corvin, you've got your note from Mr. Tainer. As you exit, he always he leaves you a recap of the day. Just a second.
Reframing, my normal Yukon. I wake up and I think it's morning, and it's actually Corvin wakes up and it's nighttime.
Corvin wakes up and it's nighttime.
Trying to get my brain right.
But he's got the note left for you, just with a bulleted list of all the stuff that he did.
Cool.
2 checkouts, 1 new check-in, a single female, traveling light. Took the car back, got everything cleaned up. Nobody seemed to do anything. Nobody seems suspicious of anything. We did have this letter marked for you that was left while I was away taking the car back, and I came back and it was on the counter.
Cool.
The front counter at reception. He didn't open it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna open it.
Okay,
You have it to send to me so I can read, or are you gonna
sure.
read it for me?
No. Let me send it to you. That'll be fun.
I'll read it and as Corvin.
Sure. I'll message you over in Discord.
Okay.
Okay, just a second, peeps.
Pop it at me. I see you typing.
Yep.
What's your tag there, Ken, on Discord? IVG.
That's Ivy Studio Games.
Cool.
It's from they employed it for their Kickstarter that they had going on.
Nice.
Very nice.
Is AI writing my letter?
No.
Did we come up with a fun vampire name for a chat GPT?
Yeah, we did.
Bat
What was it?
GPT.
Bat GPT.
No. We came up with all kinds of. We had like 3 or 4 different AI things,
Bat.
didn't we?
I don't know.
Bob, I think really now is super the time to just like hit us with them beatbox riffs. It's essentially get like a intermission music while Ken's getting his thing together. Do you guys think Ken has been doing a lot of mewing? I feel like his
Mewing. Oh, is he doing that thing his kid does where he's like,
No.
I mean,
I just
right,
got
like,
that Batman jaw.
doesn't his face look like way more kick-ass than it did like 6 months ago?
I agree. It's a
That's
lot
what
less.
happens when you
It's a
lose
lot
weight.
less fat. Yeah.
yeah.
Just trying to drum up a location here. Let me use the storyteller toolkit.
Okay. Sorry, I thought there was a letter. I didn't mean for you to write it on the fly.
There you go. Well, I
Okay.
mean, I would have been able to speak it on
Jesus
the fly.
Christ.
I would have
Are
been
you
able to.
kidding?
I would have been able to speak it on the fly.
Fuck. This is happening current day?
Faster. This is today. Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, this is happening in this real world? So I want to burn this.
This real. Wait, so you say real world, and
It
I think
says-
about the real world that I'm in.
Yeah.
We're talking about.
This letter.
It's
I want to
happening
know
in-
who's in charge of the FBI.
It's happening. Oh, I guess. Oh
It
yeah.
says-
Well, it's alternate. Like you've got
Okay.
like you've got
All right, so this is if Gore won.
Michelle Gron, is your governor.
Yeah, but Gore won.
Yeah, that kind
Right,
of alternate.
okay.
It's like
Yeah.
the Watchmen universe.
All right, on FBI letterhead
Yeah.
from the desk of Agent Mara.
If you just read it out loud, I could have said it.
That's what I said. I was gonna read it out loud.
Oh, okay. I thought that's why you wanted me to type it for you. So is that you had information that the dudes didn't have.
Yeah. I'll read. Okay, I'll read it privately.
Don't worry, we'll edit that out in post.
Yeah, we will whenever we edit the podcast.
Yeah.
Let me get caught up first. What are we at? 84 behind or something?
Oh God.
I don't know if have we
Alright.
assigned a day of the week that we're in.
We haven't.
Okay,
Sunday.
let's just say it's
Feels like
Thursday.
Okay.
feels like a
Thursday going
okay.
into we're always going to break into the next day. So we're Thursday going into Friday.
All right.
Like the Father Scab stuff happened on Thursday, is what you're saying.
Thursday
All that-
morning.
Yeah, what happened Thursday early morning. Yeah.
Yep.
And we're
All right,
Thursday
okay.
late night right now.
Okay.
Do we need to put Michelle Gron on the character list? I don't see her.
It's your relationship map to manage.
Yes, I think we do need her on.
She does owe me a favor.
She does you a favor.
We put it on specifically.
Okay,
said
well,
that.
hey, you've all awoken. You've received
Yeah.
your letter. Bob, nothing strange for you. Otis, nothing out of the normal for you as well.
Cool.
The night is yours. You are all hungry.
Okay. Well, I am going to go to this new person's room.
And
Damn
eat
it.
them. Is that typically
mean,
what we do?
That's
we do-
this is my place. This is how I
Yeah.
feed. This
All
is
right.
my little spider web, dude, and I just caught a freaking fly.
Hell yeah, like the Cat's Motel.
Yeah.
Love
If
it, love
you
it.
if you don't know the Cat's
Hey,
Motel,
And then
can-
we haven't established a season, have we? Are we in summer?
I think we should be.
Okay, we're in summer. All right, so it's like 10 p.m. All right, so you're going to head down to the room?
Yep.
All right. Begin.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay, you can hear the TV going inside. And the person comes up and kind of you notice from the side they pull the curtain back a little bit and peek. Come up, kind of like you hear the door, you hear them messing with the door chain, latching it, and then they open the door, and the door chain, it's just the door. She's like, "Can I help you?" She's a young girl, maybe 22. You can have a hard time telling these days. She could be as old as 30. She could be 18. You don't know. Like you're so old of a vampire now. You're kind of everybody looks like young to you.
Right.
So
right.
young female.
All right.
Bite or entertain.
Wow, fucking Jesus Christ! And look, and a message to like half the authors we've read. You see how easily I made her minimum age 18?
For real, dude.
Wasn't that just the easiest thing I could have done?
easy.
That's pretty easy. Yeah. Why, hello there, miss. Welcome to the... What is this place called? 69 Motel.
Motel 69.
Welcome to Motel 69. I assume Mr. Tainer got you all checked in.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh, I'm the proprietor of Motel 69.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mr. Tainer.
What does
Mr.
proprietor
Tainer,
mean?
help check me into the room. Yeah,
And everything here is to your liking today.
Yeah, I guess it was I don't know, the 3,000th customer or something. He gave me a special care package. I'm sorry, is everything okay?
Oh yeah, no, everything's fine. He told me that I should come and check out the room though, that there's a leaky faucet.
I haven't noticed anything. Are you? I mean, I guess. Do you have? I don't know. You wouldn't have like a badge, I guess, as the owner.
Yeah,
I mean,
show her my ID.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Sorry, it's a little awkward. Let me get some clothes on real quick. She shuts the door. You hear her rustle around inside. About a minute goes by. You hear the door latch. She opens it up. She's now wearing like an oversized flannel, jeans, and shoes. So she's gotten fully dressed now.
Okay.
She just standard kind of relaxed. Yeah, she wasn't fully.
She had PJs on.
Kind of relaxed, holding her hands behind her back, just kind of like
We're just gonna gloss by
like
that.
this. Well, she said, you wear pajamas, and stuff like that. She didn't say she was naked,
Okay.
but she was naked.
I mean,
I'm checking my little
God
abilities.
damn it, Corbin, you missed.
Yeah, go for it. What do you have?
Not form an erection.
Yeah.
Rouse the blood.
And he wouldn't without consent because Corbin's a good guy.
Yeah.
He could have just hid in a room.
Well, shit. I thought that there was something. So, like, I have this compel. It's a free action.
Is that dominate?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Charisma, it says eye contact. Vampire can issue the victim a simple action command.
You sure?
No longer than a short sentence.
Yeah, sure. And then you've got that at your employ, and then also,
The
just
sentence.
tell me your method, and we'll determine if you need some kind of role. What kind of roles you need.
Well, I'm just gonna. I don't know if this is an allowed command, but I'm gonna be like, you're gonna sit there and you're not gonna remember any of this.
Okay,
Give me your blood.
Sure. So you're dipping into cloud memory, which is like you're gonna forget, right? But
Yeah.
in general, you're feeding if it's like not violent, right? And aggressive is gonna get passed off. They're gonna kind of not remember it anyway.
Yeah.
It's gonna be kind of like I took some drugs, or I drank a little too much, or it's kind of
Okay.
like an ecstasy hit, right? Or they're really aroused or whatever.
I got roofied.
So as long as nothing goes wrong, you can just do like a normal feed.
Okay.
But commanding to forget is not exactly the spirit of
Oh, okay.
compel.
All right.
That would be the cloud memory aspect.
Okay, so
But you
it'll
can
just be-
compel her to just like chill or whatever, that kind of stuff.
pretend I'm not here.
All right. So she starts to take her clothes off again.
Oh God.
And is that the word you want to use?
Well, sit down and watch the television. Pretend I'm not here.
Okay, so you're gonna roll charisma plus dominate
Charisma
versus my intelligence plus resolve.
Charisma plus dominate. Where's dominate?
Oh, never mind. You don't have to do that. You don't have to roll against an unprepared mortal victim. Okay, so you're gonna tell her to just sit there and watch the television, right?
Yeah.
So she sits down. She loosens her hands from where they were behind her back, and her left hand is a pistol. And she's just kind of she's just kind of resting it now. It's in her hand still, but she's just like resting it on the side of the bed while she sits there.
Okay. All right. Try and feed.
Okay. Let me look over here. Okay, I'd say
I must not have dominate because like I'm clicking on the roll there and it's like not showing up.
Nah, you've got it. But you don't have to.
Oh,
roll right
dominates too. Yeah. Okay.
now. Okay. So you're here feeding. Are you trying to get totally full? I mean, that's a lot of blood.
I'd like to knock off 2 hunger. I've got 3.
Okay.
I don't know what a whole lot what that would require.
2's gonna be fine. You can do that, and let's say that's your maximum non-harmful drink amount, and that'll take you like the whole scene to sit there and do that.
Okay.
So this gives Otis and Bob action time.
Cool.
So we're just now waking up.
Yeah. Do we set a year? Did we set this in modern time?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just say on the background, Corvin behind you is like she was watching Bob's Burgers. So that's playing while you feed. All right. So, Otis, Bob, who wants something?
Is there anyone else in the hotel? I thought there was.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, do you think you were? I'm not sure how. I'm not gonna say whether you were keen to that or not. I think that's just up to actual memory.
Or I mean, I think there was like somebody like watching us leave or walk around or something, like when we first started.
There were the people that were next to the room where all the shit went down, that were like smoking outside. Remember?
Are they? Yeah.
Like
Are
I
they
don't know,
still
where
there?
are you at?
I'm standing outside of my room trying to figure out how I'm going to eat.
Oh, okay. You don't see anyone standing outside or anything. You do see a couple cars. I don't think anything was particularly of interesting about the different tenants' vehicles that you would have noticed that they're now gone. Actually, I can't really say you'd know who checked out or who checked in, but there are some tenants or some people here.
Okay.
It's not
think I wanna
are you a tenant?
go-
You're not a tenant if you're just renting a hotel room, are you? No, occupants.
I don't know.
Occupants. You can walk around and kind of see where lights are on, and
Yeah, I'm looking at some stuff.
While you're doing that, here's my plan.
yeah, that's right.
I wake up, say hello to Derek. Whoa, man, he's still playing Call of Duty, huh?
Yeah, man. Sorry, I was trying to get that atomic camo. I'm getting so close, man.
Sure, yeah, get it, brother. And then I wave bye and I walk out. What I want to do is just kind of walk out into. I would assume that I would kind of like have a normalish stomping grounds, but somewhere just walking distance, but not like directly super close to that. And I want to find some rat buddies. I want to do some feral whispers, rouse blood a little bit, and be like, "Hey, Is there anybody out sleeping on the a ghost? A ghost.
Ghost.
You want me to taste some stuff that's around the hotel?
I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but what I'm looking for is an unhoused person who's just like sleeping somewhere and just gonna pop in and.
Oh man, you're gonna end up developing a compulsion for only feeding on homeless people. I see you're in a place, you're in a location that's not very, I guess, like homeless person friendly in the sense that like
There's some vampires out.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that it's kind of it's being 5 miles past the loop is kind of like
Sure.
not too likely to find someone out there. There are a couple shops nearby. There's a pawn shop. There's like a little shopping center kind of deal, like a kind of old busted run down one, right? So like a pawn shop, like a IGA style kind of grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
A couple that are leasing and available, and then like a Waffle House.
Yes, please.
There you go.
So that's what you've got available for you.
Yeah, I go to the Waffle House and I order a cup of coffee.
All right. You walk into the Waffle House. The Waffle House is like there's one waiter there. He's a middle-aged fella. He's just very dirty. The cook there is smoking a cigarette while they cook, and like talking with a couple regulars that are sitting up close to them. And there's just like some rowdy ass young adults yelling and hollering at each other like they have no restaurant Waffle House decorum whatsoever, and you can't really tell if they're friends the way that they're jesting with each other or if they're like if a fight's gonna break out any minute and like a chair is gonna get thrown.
Okay.
You have no idea.
Yeah,
right.
nice.
So
I sit near the bathroom so that nobody questions the smell.
yeah.
And I'll order a coffee and pretend to drink it, and I'll ideally just kind of wait for somebody to go to the bathroom.
Okay. So you're sitting there for about 5-10 minutes or so. Waiter comes back. Hey man, your coffee's yet up. I was gonna ask you if you needed a warm up. You haven't really touched it. Is everything all right with it?
Oh yeah, it's good. I was looking at something on my phone. I kind of forgot about it.
No worries, man. You need a warm up. You need me to top you off there?
Oh nope, I'm in good shape. Thanks, man.
All right. Well, if you're taken care of, man, I've got to hit the restroom. Don't worry, I'll wash my hands. I know the rest of me looks pretty dirty and all, but 10 seconds, man. I do the whole 10. And then so he takes off and like tosses his apron over the corner of the booth, like just opposite you.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting there looking at this dirty apron now. And his cigarette pack and his lighter kind of falls out of his apron pocket into the seat, and then he heads into the restroom.
I take a napkin and
Why do you take a nap? It's like you're talking to me. Get it?
Oh, it's really good, man. I take a serviette and I dip the serviette into the cup of coffee just to like soak up a drink's worth of coffee.
What's
And
a
then
serviette?
It's
Towel, isn't it?
It's a napkin.
All right.
It's not a word for it. So yeah, I dug a napkin in there, take a little bit of coffee out just so it looks like, it's gone down a little bit. I take that napkin with me into the bathroom and I throw it in the trash can on the way by.
Big brain.
And then I come up behind this gentleman who's at a urinal. I lock the door first. So lock the door.
And then you bite him in his
Yep,
taint.
and then I bite him in his taint.
Guess what?
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
think
do?
I know?
Yeah, I think I just go for a little sneaky urinal feed.
Okay. So as you enter the restroom,
They call it a gas station hot dog.
Yeah.
That'll work.
all right. I like that. Okay. So luckily, I think his intelligence plus resolve roll is going to be pretty low. What have you roll here? No. And you're gonna go pretty smooth about it, eh?
Yeah, and I'm also not gonna. I think I'm only gonna angle for like 1 hunger because I don't have. I want to get him back to work and
Okay.
feed America before his boss notices.
Sure. Okay. Can you give me like a like are you saying anything to him at all, or are you just going in for it?
Well, I guess it depends a little bit on what the lore is around feeding, because it seemed like when Corbin was doing his thing, it seemed like he kind of just seems like once you're kind of in the neck, the magic takes over, and they're not. Are they like active? Are they able to actively struggle against it, or what?
Well, yeah. See, there is the difference where he did use a dominate discipline on her first, right?
Yeah.
But they're gonna really act as if somebody comes up and bites him on the neck, initially. It helps to like calm him down or whatever first. But he, it just depends on his temperament as well, and the time. Everything about it matters.
I probably don't want to use this skill called Lethal Body. That's not going to go very well. Here's a fun thing I can do. I don't normally like to just be like, "What's on my character sheet?" and push that button, but I do have a skill called Bloodhound, where I can smell the resonance of a human's blood without tasting it. Wait a second, I don't know what that does for me.
Oh, we have to get into resonance.
We can skip it.
He's in a mellow
Okay.
mood.
All right, cool.
Easygoing and mellow.
Well, then I walk up behind him. I put my hands on his shoulders and I say, "Oh, buddy, you look like you could use a little bit of relaxation." And I give him like a little back rub.
Yeah, I want you to do a charisma.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a charisma check.
Yep.
Charisma plus
Easy.
performance. Let's do that. Charisma plus performance.
Easy.
Or persuasion, however you think you're presenting this. Your choice.
Yeah.
Persuasion.
They're all zeros. It doesn't matter.
You have a 0 in charisma?
Yeah.
How'd you end up with a 0 in an attribute? I thought you get like a 1, 2, 3. Oh, is it because you're a Nosferatu?
No. I don't. I have a 2 in charisma.
Oh, so charisma plus
the skills you were listing off.
I see. Okay, charisma plus persuasion. Make that roll. One.
Well,
success.
I got good news, bad news. I got 1 success, 1 hunger. So seems like things are gonna go super great. Does that mean I add a hunger right now?
What do you mean you got a hunger?
I don't know. I got a red dice that came with a skull on it. It says
Yeah.
hunger. Oh wait, no.
Oh well, you didn't fail though. So, and that's just a hunger die. The hunger dice replaced your normal dice.
Yes.
Okay, but you didn't fail, correct?
Correct.
So the skull doesn't mean anything. The skull implies a bestial failure if you also fail the roll.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see how he. Okay, he's like, he tenses up real quick. He's like, oh, man, actually, it's been kind of a rough night. That crowd in the back just like won't get off my ass. They keep they're the type that's not going to tip either.
I buy it.
God damn it. Yeah, you go for it. He's just like, oh man, that's kind of weird. Oh man, but that's actually kind of relaxing, man. Oh
yeah,
never thought I'd feel this from another man.
Yeah, I bit in his neck. Let's explore that.
Okay, then, you're just gonna slake one.
Just gonna slake one. Yeah.
Okay, it's cool. You'll be there for about a minute,
but I'll be there for twice as long because I only got the 1 tooth.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so we'll say you're in there for 5 or 6 minutes. Okay. So we'll bop over to Bob first. Yeah, it's like a 3 action deal to slake a 1 hunger. Bob?
Yeah.
Was you where you were like walking the walking the window shopping?
I'm just gonna, yeah, just window shopping. Yeah, looking to see if there's any instance of any kind of person in the room or whatever. Yeah. I got a question. So normally, I think in motels, if no one is in the room, the curtains are open, right? And if somebody
I don't
is
know.
in the room,
Corvin, what's your
typically the
policy?
curtains are
Yeah, you
closed.
don't feed him my shit, dude. I'm being nice that you guys are here. This is my domain here.
Can I get an exception for Derek?
The roommate.
If you
Can I
brought
plug
him
here?
here,
Okay,
yeah.
well, wait, I say this. Okay, so
Is it
they've been living here a little while. You guys hash this out currently, and we'll say whatever Corvin says now. This is the agreement that you guys already were aware of. So, is that the deal? There's no, it's your hunting ground exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys know this, and you've accepted it if you live here.
Okay, well, I'm not going to go
All right.
look around then.
You heard the locations I gave, right? Nearby.
Right, yeah. And it's 10
Yep.
o'clock at night, right? Is there any other buddy walking around near the shopping center or anything
Well,
like that? Like,
Let me go to my storyteller toolkit. How
that's
about
not
a
that's not in the Waffle House.
Yeah, you can hear down a side road behind you a street cleaner coming down the road, moving slowly, cleaning the street.
Man, what a
Right.
what a gift from Kane.
Yeah, he's wearing city coveralls. Oh no, sorry, this is okay. I'm sorry. Rewind here. Not driving a street cleaner. This is a physical with a broom street cleaner. Wrapping up the end of his shift, I guess. Working a little too late. You can see a truck with the lights on about 2 blocks down, and another guy working down there. So this guy he's wearing city coveralls, pushing a broom.
In summer? At 10
Yeah, man.
o'clock at night? Okay.
And he's just like, God, just wanted real rain to wash the filth off these streets. And he's like grunting to himself, when he's like sweeping everything towards the edge. It looks like you can tell the crew at like a couple blocks down has one of those trucks with like the suction hose on it that has to be manually operated. Have you seen those? Anyway, so that's what he's doing, and he's like brushing things towards the edge of the street where they're going to be able to come suck them up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, I want to, I guess, approach him and
Do you walk up to him and he's like, God, damn, people can't just throw the goddamn trash in the fucking trash can.
fucking. I want to use my manipulation to, or can I?
You don't
do
use
that?
manipulation. You just manipulate, and then I interpret.
Okay, I want to try to manipulate him away from his buddies.
He's 2 blocks away from his buddies already. But you want to go further? You can. You got to say something though. What are you gonna? This is a role playing game. Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
know this.
I
You got to manipulate if you want to manipulate.
want to go up to him and say, "Hey,
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, how the hell are you?
sounds like you're kind of having a bad
Man, every
day."
day's a bad day in this godforsaken fucking city. Everybody's throwing their shit all over the ground. I got to sweep that bullshit up. Ain't ever rain around here. Not like back when I was working down in Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana. What brought you up
Oh,
here?
my sister lives up here, and she wasn't doing too well with her health, and also we had to come up and take care of my grandpop. But man, that's been maybe 20 years ago. Shit, I haven't even talked to my sister in 2 years, and I'm still stuck sweeping these roads manually. I can't even get the upgrade to that job where I could drive around and suck that fucking hose up with this shit. I'll tell you what, man, this is just a lot of bullshit.
Is it too early to talk about giving this gentleman the gift of the blood and add them to the party? I like this guy a lot.
Could I offer you something to maybe brighten your day?
I mean, I already stay chief the whole time I'm on the job. I mean, what do you think you try to offer me? Some kind of drug? What are you giving me a blowjob or something? Well, I mean, what do you want here, mister? Come on, I gotta get back to work.
I have 85% of a bag of weed and a lighter.
All right, roll manipulation plus persuasion.
And well, hold on. And we could kind of go over here so your little buddies don't see you winding down for the night. All right, so what am I doing?
Plus persuasion.
Manipulation. Persuasion. All right. Do you need to know what my numbers are on
No,
that?
just successes or not. How many successes?
Okay. 3 successes.
All right. He's like, well, hey man, that's a damn good looking bag of weed you got there. Yeah, we don't want to smoke it out in its open here. I got a one hitter in my pocket. Let's you got something bigger than this? You got a pipe we can put it into so we can kind of pass that shit back and forth?
What is
all
it?
right, let's come over here. I'll show you what it is. One of these guys I work with is a young guy. He goes down to the church. He's a little bit of a prude. I don't want to smoke around him. He already knows that I smoke, but he's not going to say anything about it. So, he knows I'll pop him in the mouth once, twice. I'll do it before. I'll do it again. But yeah, let's put here right over here. Come here. There's a spot over here where I like to smoke if he's not around to blab his little mouth.
Please be sure to ask him his name.
Yeah, so let me get this ready. By the way,
All my friends just call me Tankin. Mostly on account of how I've been tanking the beers and taking the joints, right? Yeah, let me hit that. So he's like, oh man, it's a good looking bud. And he just kind of breaks it up, stuffs it into the end of his one hitter.
Wait. Well,
yeah, you're the one to say I'm the one with the experience here now, mister. Now trust me. Here, hit it. He holds it up to your mouth. Come on now, it's a hard hitter, but you got to suck in deep.
Okay, and then at that point, I grab his arm, twist him around, bend his ass over, and bite
him in the tank. Got him.
Oh my god! Through his coveralls, he's wearing Carhartts.
You'll never know. Now, don't forget you got to lick it to seal it back up.
All right. Is that the move? We were almost done at 11, but I don't know now.
You said his name was Tainton?
Tankin.
Tainton?
Now he's tanking one in the tank. All right. Well, is this the path? Is this the path? Okay.
Yeah.
Do a.
This could
I need you to do a strength plus brawl roll. What's your strength? What are your numbers here? What's your strength roll?
3, and then brawl is 0.
Okay. Makes no sense. You better level that up soon.
All right. Successes 2.
Successes.
Hey-o.
All right. Yeah, you grab his arm, whip him around. He's like, ah! And he screams out real loud. Oh god damn, my fucking arm! Right, and then you push his arm up. Right, it dislocates the shoulder.
What the fuck?
And he like bends over real far. You rip in to bite his taint, and he just starts. He just starts screaming like a madman. His coveralls start filling up, soaking up and filling up with blood. I mean, just like you'd expect if you hold up a cloth to an open wound, right?
Yeah. And
you're just like, sucking blood out of the fabric. His buddies start to run out from a couple blocks away because he's just screaming and screaming.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. I want to let's see. I want to try and
you're just gonna have to cut his pants open.
I want to try to convince them that nothing is wrong.
And what about the guy with the gaping 2 holes in his taint and the dislocated shoulder? You're like, hey, you're okay. This isn't the droids you're looking for. What's your plan?
Would you guys chill the fuck out, okay? What's going on here?
I have 4 manipulations. So manipulation is your ability to twist others to your point of view, lie convincingly, and walk away after duping a mark without anyone being any the wiser. Can
Okay,
does
we've
that
talked
apply
about this before. Okay, let's just
You're gonna
talk
have
about
to
it,
do it every
before
week.
before I let you try to do it. Let's talk about it one more time.
Oh, that's right, because you decide what
No.
No. It's
things we
because
can
of
use,
this, right? Think of someone. I like to use a car salesman here. Okay, a car salesman can be
Okay.
very manipulative, right? But
Okay.
if he's trying to can really manipulate you into buying this car while he's having sex with your wife on it, the manipulation's not going to have an effect on you, right?
Yeah. I would say generally I'm not super cooperative with people who have just bitten me in the taste.
Right? And their friends are gonna come over, and you're gonna be holding this guy, he's gonna be bleeding and screaming. You're gonna be like, come on, guys, like everything's cool. Like you're not gonna persuade them because it's not.
I mentioned that I have
That's
four and manipulate.
That's still natural. The biggest point here is that's still natural ability. There are supernatural
Right.
levels where you could pull this off and other
Okay.
things, but that's just your natural talking ability. They're not going to receive
Okay.
that.
All right. How many are there?
2. Yeah, running at you, and one of them is a young church-going type, which might introduce a new mechanic for you guys. Oh shit! And you've got that flaw, don't you? Where like classic
me?
vampire stuff fucks with you, don't you?
Let's see. That would be under
Yeah,
merits
yeah.
and flaws. Do you know what it's called?
I think it might be me that has that.
Read them off. What do you have?
Folkloric block.
Folkloric.
Bloodhound.
Yeah, any folkloric? Anything? Okay, damn.
No.
What do you do with
no.
that cross, bro?
Well, hold on. I do have a prey. Well, god dang it. I do have this thing called prey exclusion.
Ooh, I forgot about that. What's your
Yeah.
prey exclusion?
Taints.
What is it?
Is there a
Have you not
particular
picked one yet?
It's something that
I-
you would select.
yes.
It would be like only
No, I haven't.
only thick Latinas.
I can make him a Latina.
uh,
Only thick Latinos. How about that?
where would I see that?
Well, it should be if you click it. You probably would have said what you.
Yeah.
There's a blank
A note.
box
I
at
think
the
it's-
top that you would have typed some. There's like a text box at the top.
It-
within
It
Folkloric
says,
block.
it says enter notes here. is all
Okay,
it
so
says.
you
So
need
pick
to
one.
pick your prey exclusion. You can only feed from that type of person, whatever your exclusion is.
Wait, is it you can only feed from that type, or you can't feed from that type?
Yeah, because it says you refuse to hunt a certain class of prey.
Oh, okay. It used
So
to read differently. So how's it read again now? Prey exclusion. The flaw
You
used to be that you exclusively would like eat one type of person, and everything else is excluded. So now it's the
It
opposite.
says you refuse to hunt. You refuse to hunt a
Oh,
certain
you
class
said-
of prey. Drug
You
users,
started.
women, children,
You said
policemen,
children.
innocent-
I think
That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
that sounds.
So
more
I
familiar
just-
now. Okay, you're good.
It'd be
You're
way
good.
better if you were like, guys, I don't hunt little people.
And that's it. Wait until the situation I'd put you in.
I just can't do it.
All right, you guys find yourself at a local wrestling event.
Oh my God.
Uh,
I
all right, no, you're good. You're eating. They're running up on you.
I think I need to run away. I think I need to run away.
Okay, so you can regain 1 hunger.
Okay, so I go from 3 to 2.
Uh-huh. And then you're
Okay.
running away.
I guess because if I kill them, that's gonna draw attention.
Yeah.
But I've kind of drawn attention. But
Nightly news tonight as the the weird pervert who's been dubbed the indie taint biter strikes again.
But see, that's so weird. That could
Yeah.
be just it's
Nobody's
fake
gonna
news.
believe that.
It's fake. It's AI. It's AI.
AI. All right. You left poor
Uh,
Tankin crying on the street.
Yeah, it's all right. There's no like major blood vessels down there.
But there are
so-
2 bite holes. All right. And so where we
Gonna try to
where
run
we leave off tonight, Bob has just broken a shoulder or dislocated his shoulder and bitten a taint and ran away. A major breach of the Masquerade. That'll be fun to deal with.
Great.
Otis is feeding on a Waffle House. Is feeding on a Waffle House server in the bathroom after giving him a massage from a reach behind massage, and then Corvin is doing his Corvin thing and working with deadly precision and planning.
No. If you frame it like that, it sounds normal. What he really did was he entered the hotel room of an underage girl, or a nearly underage girl.
She was in her 20s, we thought, right? Hey, you didn't have the folkloric restrictions, did you, Corvin?
I just have to feed alone.
So you do though, Otis, right?
Yeah, and it's crossing the threshold is my specific.
That's the one you have.
So I can't.
Okay, I need to remember
invite it
that.
in. I don't know why I chose that one. That seems like a weird choice now in hindsight, but
Yeah, well, it'll be fun.
drugs are a hell of a drug.
All right, and hey, that's gonna call it for tonight. So I can tell you what, session 4 is gonna start off with a bang. Probably as a result of what Bob just did. But also, we've got a Waffle House. If I can give you a coming next week in show of importance, Ashtrays from Heaven, a fight breaks out at the local Waffle House. The police are called to investigate a taintly matter of taints and tinners. Corvin gets full.
Having a police
Good.
blotter report is our like episode preview. I think actually could really work out.
That could
I
be pretty
mean,
fun.
you know,
Yeah.
if this got successful enough where we all quit our jobs, so we could like.
It already is. It's already successful enough to quit our jobs. We just won't be able to replenish our income.
That's true.
And then Corvin actually got a pretty intriguing letter that you guys don't know about yet,
Yeah, you guys don't know about it yet.
and that could head somewhere.
Well, because we haven't
Pretty
seen each
crazy.
other yet, so it doesn't make sense that you would know what it says.
That's right.
Yeah.
And with that, we roll.
Roll that
into-
beautiful
we
bean
take
footage.
a really nice segue into a journey of bad segues.
Ooh.
And then we just do this like assholes.
Bob, you've been slamming them Coke Zeros over there, buddy.
No doubt, I see that. I was going to say something about that earlier.
That's like a week's worth.
It's a day's worth.
It's not.
I've seen you house at the Coke Zero. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, you left some Mountain Dew Zeros here some time ago.
Oh,
And I had one. They were great.
You can.
I had no idea it was so
They are.
good.
Yeah.
I've been drinking a lot of them Dr. Pepper Zeros.
Yeah. Michelle
Those
likes
shits are
those.
fire.
Whoa.
Fire.
She like her favorite is the cherry one.
That one is the most ass, I think. Yeah.
Really.
The best one is the cream soda. Isn't that her least favorite? Aren't we like reciprocal opinions
I
there?
think so. Yeah, she isn't like for that. Yeah.
Don't forget to check out all our show sponsors, which is Dr. Pepper Cream Soda Zero and LacedandPipe.com. That's LAYSUMPIPE.com. And also Taints and Tones.
TintsandTonesPainting.com.
I forget these things. I forgot to do this the whole time today.
Oh, nards.
Oh, yeah. And
Played it
If you
all the
follow
way
us
up.
there, nothing will happen. Because we don't
True.
post that shit. Hey, how about this?
You might get a notification whenever we go live, which would be very cool.
Yeah.
That's true. Hey,
Come hang out with us while we do this game.
follow us on Twitch.
Mhm.
Subscribe for those notifications.
Call your mother.
Maybe we'll start streaming games again.
Kiss your mother with that mouth.
And-
Eventually, we talk about books. So hang tight.
And
for all that.
also,
And that's
wash your gym socks.
Wash
Yeah.
those.
We used to say this.
gym
If
socks.
you want to be a permanent stain in the gym sock of the Shimp Empire, the
Yep.
Shimpire,
Shimpire.
subscribe.
And ask us about joining our Discord. We will think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we let someone in and then we think they left.
they never
leave your kinks in
they
chat.
never comment.
Man,
He like
that's-
left his very first message was that he left us like an audio message. Do you
What?
remember that? Wasn't that weird?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
That's
that was
strange,
weird.
right?
Do you guys
Don't
ever worry
fucking
that
do
our
that.
show is sort of like Good Luck Chuck, except instead of like the next person that they date becomes their soulmate, it's like the next thing they do after listening to our show is KYS.
I think the next thing they do after listening to our show is not listening to our show anymore.
Maybe that's it. It could be that people just don't like our show, or it could be that we're cursed and people are dropping like flies every time
They die every time. Oh, because that's what happened to Suck D's, right? He's dead now, isn't he?
I'm saying.
With
He went to the army.
That's,
didn't he?
that's the curse. Everybody,
R.I.P.
I thought he got-
everybody goes KYS.
I kind of thought he was maybe
Scripted or
maybe he was actually offended by the jokes we were making about him maybe being dead since he was gone for so long.
Meh.
Because his last comment was like, didn't he pop on and be like, we were talking about him dying? We thought you were dead. And he's like, geez, I had to do this for a couple months and you guys thought I died? We're like, we're kidding, man.
It's the only reasonable explanation.
It's American
Did he have
humor.
some girl problems or something? I thought that
Uncle problems.
uncle. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have uncle problems?
No.
Didn't he like go to the military or something as well?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
that was why he was gone.
Yeah, it got conscripted or something. Isn't that what that is?
Yeah, he's dead for sure.
Yeah.
We hope you're not dead. Sucties, if you ever come back, remember hashtag bring Sucties home.
What a legend, man.
He's a fucking legend forever. But that's gonna be the end of the show. Gym socks.